I know I'm recording audibly. I hope that one's not shaped like a penis again.
It is 10:11 p.m. on a Thursday, May 25th. And you are listening to
The Too Many Words podcast.
episode 41. We got another good one for you this week.
No, it's 42.
42?
Yeah.
Oh no. We did the miscount last week, huh? Oh no. Episode 42! That is deeply depressing.
I mean, we said it was 41.
We said it was either 40 or 41. But it does not matter. It's another week of Too Many Words podcast. Another week of yours truly, Isaac William Joseph. Sitting right next to me is the beautiful, the responsible, the tall, the ravishing Jordan Van Cleve.
That's true. That's me.
Yes, sir. And let's see. Let's open up the episode with some announcements. The announcements is nothing. But follow us on the Too Many Words podcast.
Man, we have an announcement. Look at where we're at. We're not in our usual studio.
Okay. We'll explain. But right now, Jordan.
What?
Follow the Too Many Words podcast on Instagram. What's the @ Too Many Words podcast. Check us out. If you want to check us out on other socials, wait till the end of the episode. But yes, Jordan pointed out something that visual watchers will immediately realize. We're not in our usual studio. We are in a dimly lit area, because if it was any brighter with what we have, it would be overlit. But it's whatever. We're in the living space of the basement, not the back room studio of the basement. This might be familiar, even though you might not tell because it's a completely different angle. This room was where the Super Bowl watch party took place. So yeah, shouts out to the watch party that we had for the Super Bowl back in February. It was a good one. But yeah, we're just experimenting. Jordan and I, we've had conversations on, things in the basement are changing. Over there, you have yet to see over there because it still needs flipped. Things here and there in the basement just, need cleaned, renovated, moved around, reorganized. And it's such a long process because we literally have all the options, and I also have a mother that yells at me every time I touch something. But that's irrelevant. Regardless, yeah, we probably won't be here for many episodes outside of this episode, actually.
At most, 2. Including this one.
Yeah, so, yeah, we'll probably be right back in the studio here soon. But yeah, I'm tearing down a wall.
Or maybe we'll be back.
Just like we mentioned in the last episode near the end there.
Maybe we'll be in a new studio.
Maybe we'll be in why would we be in a new studio?
Maybe we'll be over there.
Maybe we'll be over there.
Maybe.
Good luck.
Never knows what might happen, right?
Good luck. I think you need to get my mom on some really good drugs for her to be okay with cleaning that in the span of a week. But yeah. Anyways, let's see. Episode 42.
42.
Jordan.
The answer to life. Also the number that's on the back of Jackie Robinson.
Yes, sir. Legendary. I actually really like the number 42. I like the number 32. The next number is my favorite number. Skipping 43. My favorite number is 44. We got to do something special for that. Like maybe, I don't know.
Why is your favorite number 44?
My favorite number is 44 because it's symmetrical. It's 44.
So you don't have a reason.
Not a real reason. I mean, I have a reason, but it almost sounds kind of gay.
Say it.
It was my linebacking coach's high school number.
Hey, that's a good reason. That's a good reason as any. My favorite number is 5 because that was the greatest birthday party I ever had.
That sounds so sad. Okay. But yeah, 44. I like it. I mean, you've seen that. I've thrown like the number 44 on like Forza cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. I'm the cherry bomber. But anyways, right now, let's live in the present. Episode 42. Jordan, what you learned this week, brother? too long. Jordan.
What?
Do you see what you did to... What you learned this week?
That I don't know.
You never learn anything, do you?
No. Too old to learn things.
You're 24.
I'm almost 25. Shut up.
We're a month away.
Yeah.
We gotta do something special for that too, by the way.
Nah.
What did we learn? What did you learn?
I learned that running a podcast is hard.
I think we already knew that. I learned what?
I learned that D&D can be so much more comedic when your entire group is high and drunk at the same time. I will not elaborate further.
Okay.
That all I gotta say is it was really
All
funny.
you gotta say is that you weren't high.
Yeah, excluding myself, just as a completely sober dungeon master, just watching that was very funny.
Okay. Cool. Hat check. Wearing a McDonald's Sprite lemonade hat.
You know, it's funny that you're wearing a McDonald's hat. I've actually always wanted to get a Burger King hat.
Really?
Yeah, there's a YouTuber called TMW. I don't know if you know him, but for a while he wore this green and white Burger King hat. Which, if you look at my Bitmoji on Snapchat,
yeah, you got the burger on your hat.
and it's a green and white hat.
Yeah,
it's very similar to that.
Okay.
So
my Bitmoji has a hat with cherries on it. I want to get a hat with cherries on it, like so bad. But there's so many versions of hats with cherries.
Do we need to tell that story?
Nope, we don't.
Okay.
What I learned this week is that radio stations and probably a lot of other things open to the public is that they have to do regular interviews to prove to the FCC that they are useful in the community.
What?
Yeah. It's
What
like
is
a
it?
really interesting process. Like the FCC checks on the radio station every now and then to
The FCC won't let me be and let me be me on MTV.
so
That was an Eminem verse.
Yes,
for
yes, it
you,
was.
For you younger folks.
but yeah, they I guess local public stuff with like a serious reach, like a radio station, needs to prove to the FCC that they are useful to the community.
Well, Isaac, are you useful to the community?
I don't have to get interviewed.
I don't care. That doesn't answer my question.
My radio station has to get interviewed. Am I useful to the community?
Yeah.
I have absolutely blessed everybody I've ever met, so sure.
Wow, if that isn't a power trip.
It is not. Anyways, I'm pretty sure most pastors can say the same.
Do we want to get into the drink segment?
Yes, we are going to get right into the drink segment. Get your lips wet, baby girl. This week's drink review
Please don't
is...
say that ever again.
That's the title of the segment.
I don't like
Get your
that.
lips wet.
I don't like that.
Well, until you figure out a new name, it's going to be called that. Get
That's
your
your
lips
drink.
wet with Isaac and Jordan.
That's your drink. There. That's what I want to call it.
That's your drink?
That's your drink.
You're too basic. Alani.
Look at how it looks.
Alani, I've
like a
noticed, is a
hyperdrive.
brand. I've seen Alani on a lot of energy drinks, and I think that just overall they are a general health beverage company.
I have not tried any of their fit shakes. I have tried every single Alani energy drink flavor.
I
and
tried
that's-
one energy drink flavor, and it was purple. It had a little baby purple can.
That is nowhere near their best one.
Okay.
By the way, but Connor really likes them, and he got me to try them. So I literally just went through a bend on trying every single flavor.
And that's probably why Jordan picked these out at the gas station today. We
Actually,
have
I
Alani.
forgot they were by Alani. I've seen these at Heavy as well, and I've wanted to try them.
Alani Fit Shake, fruity cereal flavor.
It's a protein shake, but
Yep.
like protein is just protein.
20 grams of protein, and we're about to go to bed after this, man.
It's just protein, so like
140 calories. Okay, that's good.
As long as there's no caffeine or anything.
3.5 grams
fine.
of fat. 230 milligrams of sodium. I don't know why I'm reading all this.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Yeah. Shake it, sip it, yum is the instructions on the side, if you want to call it. Look at I'm shaking so fast the frame rate's not keeping up.
That's what I was saying earlier.
Really?
Yeah. You didn't listen to me.
I didn't listen to you because I was servicing our fans with what the hell we're drinking.
That's kind of weird. I don't know how to feel about that.
Yeah, that is weird. We should have shown the camera that it's got a crinkle all the way down the side instead of just the lid area.
This looks naked.
So you can
This
strip
looks
it
absolutely naked.
all the way down. Look.
Like, everything about this looks inappropriate.
Let me just...
That was good. That was good. I like that.
So yeah, I guess Alani's okay with...
Do we do the thing?
No, we don't.
Okay.
We just clink it. Man, this looks like weird milk.
It does. It does, doesn't it? It smells like weird
It's
milk,
very
too.
foamy at the top. Clink. Best friends. Initial thoughts? It's almost uncomforting, but but it also gives me like a nostalgia
Maybe
factor.
if we drank it when we first bought it.
Oh, like it's almost room temp at this point?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. It reminds me of Fruity Pebbles. I mean, on the graphic, yeah, it's definitely, they're trying to go for Fruit Loops, but...
It's got that protein taste to it.
You think so? I'm
Yeah,
actually not finding it. I'm quite liking this so far.
It's definitely got that protein flavor to it.
Well, I'm going to finish that throughout the episode as designed.
I'm going to drink it now.
Okay. Chug it. Chug it.
4 out of 10.
What was last week?
I don't remember. Oh, yeah. 0 out of 10.
4 out of 10. The harsh judge out of Jordan. I really like this. Would I purposefully buy it again? No. I don't really like protein shakes in general. I kind of stay away from protein drinks overall.
It's just extra protein to your diet.
It's because, like, I don't go to the gym. Like,
You don't need to go to the gym to drink a protein shake.
I'm a pretty fit overall person, and I do labor. I've been doing a lot of labor work lately. But, like, I'm not the guy that's like, oh, I'm going to down this because I need to go to the gym later. So I never really need to have something like this.
So there is a huge difference between protein shakes and pre-workouts. Protein shakes are just a dietary supplement.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that they want you to go to the gym.
Maybe, I don't know, but that's not like a thing. Not really.
It's not. Jordan's speaking out of experience, folks.
I am actually, yes. Armin taught me a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I asked him about it. But like, protein shakes are more so just like, if you want to increase the amount of protein in your diet, protein shakes are a great way to do it without eating extra food and intaking those extra calories. And it takes half a second.
I mean, that's
to
still a
drink that.
bulk season, though.
It takes half a second to drink that versus 10 minutes to eat a whole steak.
But I would rather have a whole steak, baby girl. I mean, I guess that's more expensive. How much was this?
Time sensitive.
$6 for both of them.
Yeah,
they were
that's
on
right,
a
'cause
deal.
they were
Two for
$2 for
$6. So, do we incorporate pricing in this review?
I don't know.
I mean, they were cheap. $3 for this thing. That's all right. Thanks. Why do you keep looking at the Hot Wheels?
They're crooked.
Stop looking at them, and they'll be perfect in your memory. Okay.
No, they're crooked.
Oh my goodness. I'm going to give this a 6 out of 10. It's not amazing. It's not like, holy cow, this is awesome.
I would rather be drinking water right now.
I'd rather be drinking water too. This is like any drink where I'm like not crazy about how thick it is. I do need like
I like thick drinks.
to get refreshed.
That's
with
like a
some
thing
water.
I enjoy, actually.
Really?
Yeah. It's weird. It's like ice cream. I prefer that melted.
What? You're weird. Just
No, I am
just
weird.
Get a
no,
smoothie
that's
or a shake.
Yeah, I love smoothies and shakes.
I mean, I love smoothies and shakes, but like if I'm buying ice cream, I'm having ice cream. Weirdo. But anyways, maybe a 7 out of 10. But either way, what was I gonna say? You started talking all this dumb stuff. Oh yeah, we oughta order on Amazon or something that thick water, since you like thick drinks, boy.
I did want to try that. Yes, actually.
We oughta try thick water. But yeah, Alani Fit Shake, fruity cereal flavor. Overall, well, let's do this. Let's do the math. 4 plus 7 divided by 2. Alani gets an overall 5.5 score. What?
Your comment.
Yeah? You like
That's
that?
fucking funny.
Anyways, Jordan, what are you doing on your phone? Why are you on Facebook? Why are you distracting yourself, taking yourself out the conversation, away from our fans? Do you hate our fans?
No, I just hate you. Love you.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. You made it very awkwardly quiet. Jordan, what did we talk about? What did we talk about here today? Episode 42 belongs to
Your top 5 favorite bands.
our top 5 favorite bands. I've been like so, since working at the radio station, I've been so engulfed with the subject of music. And so I'm thinking, what do we do for the podcast? And this is what we do for the podcast.
Music.
Top 5 favorite bands from each of yours truly. All right. Jordan and I, we love a lot of music. We love a lot of bands. We've mentioned a lot of bands over the months and months of this podcast. But let's rank the top 5. Doing some research for this, I have come to realize I love so many bands. And tonight I'm going to exclude a lot of world famous bands because, it's kind of like a given. Like, oh, you didn't say squat about the Beatles and AC/DC. Well, yeah, everybody kind of likes them. Everybody has a favorite song from there. What? Everybody likes, Van Halen, Led Zeppelin, AC/DC, Bon Jovi, all this other stuff,
Not
okay?
even remotely on my list.
None of them are on my list because those, in fairness to them, are all legendary bands. But these are personal lists. These are what we normally jam out to, okay? We're not going to talk about what everybody likes, okay? There's no substance to that. So, I did some research, and I do have... I have 5 honorable mentions, and I have 5 ranked.
I have no honorable mentions.
I have honorable mentions because I enjoy them too much not to say anything. But we're going to quickly go over this. Honorable mentions are Queen, Switchfoot, Skillet, Green Day, and Blink-182. Blink-182 and Green Day are when I'm feeling, pretty alternative. Where are you? I'm so sorry. But, that's only when I'm, feeling that style. And then Skillet and Switchfoot. You know, I really think they're in like a category of their own. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Christian.
Yeah, just Christian, which is like a really broad term when it comes to music because
There's so
any
many.
genre, there's a Christian version of it. But like, I'm not leaving them out because they're Christian. It's just because I don't think of Skillet and Switchfoot when I think of my personal favorite bands. But when it comes to my favorite Christian bands, Switchfoot and Skillet are definitely 1 and 2, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Queen, just because you throw on like any Queen song, I'll enjoy it. I'm not gonna be like turn this off. What the hell are we doing? But anyways, Jordan, what is your number 5?
Oh. Okay. Well, okay, so
Jordan yet again does not write lists.
no, I actually had the list, but then you said some things that made me reconsider, okay?
Okay. What did I say that made you reconsider things?
Blink 182 and Skillet, or not Skillet. Blink 182 and Queen, that's what it was.
I did see you moving around over there when I was making these honorable mentions.
So,
Dude, we love so many different bands.
I'd
Another
say-
honorable mention, Greta Van Fleet. They're like on the come up. They're really good.
I have a lot of ties. That's what I gotta say.
I've never seen you wear a tie.
What the? Number 5 is definitely a tie for like.
Oh, those ties. I thought you were like, oh yeah, I'm cousins with the lead singer of Greta Van Fleet or something.
I really want to lick you. Ow.
What? Okay.
So number 5 would probably definitely be a tie between Greta Van Fleet and Arctic Monkeys.
Ooh, okay. That's different.
Yes.
Okay. My number 5 is Fleetwood Mac. Reason why I have Fleetwood Mac at number 5 is because I really think if the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy did not exist, they would I mean, I definitely knew Fleetwood Mac before Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, who doesn't know or have at least heard of the song Chains, Dreams, Go Your Own Way, stuff like that. But the Guardians franchise really made me fall in love with their Rumors album. And yeah, I feel like, yeah, they're sitting at number 5 because of outside influence. But with that said, I love me some Fleetwood Mac. And that's probably about the oldest stuff that I regularly listen to. Overall, I don't listen to music too often. It's kind of ironic because I work at a radio station. But like, that's different. Anyways. But yeah, Fleetwood Mac is a great band. I recommend Rumors, the entire album. But if you want to pick and choose, Chains is my favorite song out of that album. What are a couple songs that you recommend out of Arctic Monkeys and Greta Van Fleet?
Are You Mine is definitely a fucking banger from Arctic Monkeys.
Okay, from Arctic Monkeys, okay.
Another one is Why'd You Only Call Me When You're High? That's another really good one by Arctic Monkeys. Greta Van Fleet is Safari song. Fuck. I can never remember the name of this other one.
What's their song where it's like,
It starts like that. Yeah.
What song is that?
Oh, I can't think of the name of it right now.
That one is like huge right now.
It's
Or at
been
least it
huge
was
for a
huge
long
for a
time.
few months
It's
ago.
been huge for a long time.
Yeah?
I listened to Laser a lot during the 6 to 8 months that I was
Dude,
doing
I would definitely go to a Greta Van Fleet concert, and I don't there's not a lot of artists that I would actually go see in concert.
So, okay, let me tell this story here.
Yeah. I'm ad-libbing. Come on.
When there was a period at Hy-Vee where I was doing the shuttle bus when we had to take people from one parking lot to another parking lot.
Wait,
because
haven't you shared this story?
Maybe. I've said it remotely at least a few times. But anyways, I did the shuttle bus and I listened to Laser a lot. Every time I drove the shuttle bus, I'd be listening to Laser. So I'd be sitting in this car for 8 to 11 hours a day. And
to get paid to drive back and forth. Ooh, you had it so bad.
No, it was great. That was the greatest
great.
thing that ever happened to me. I would hands down do that again. Fuck yeah. Give
All
me.
right.
You asked me to do that. I'm like, yes. You don't even have to like. Hey Jordan, you want to drive a shit? Yes. Highway Tune is the song you're.
Highway Tune.
That's
it's their number one song.
That's.
That just makes sense.
Laser played them a lot during that period, and that was when they were brand new. And I was like, these guys are pretty good. These guys are pretty good. And like they did one of their first concerts at Woolies in Des Moines. And then now they're like selling sold out stadiums.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it's huge to see like how big and popular they've gotten in just these past couple of years. It makes me feel good actually because they're really talented.
It's a band where you look and you're like, they deserve it. You know,
Safari Song, Highway Tune, and Heat Above. Those are probably my 3 favorites of theirs. Yeah.
I saw Lizzo in concert before she got famous.
Really?
Yeah.
Where and when?
Des Moines Art Music Festival.
Really?
Yeah.
When?
You'd have to ask my mother. Probably like 2016, 2017.
Damn. All right. Yeah, that was before she was famous.
Yeah.
All right. My number 4 is a tie again. This goes Blink 182 and Green Day. That's
yeah.
Initially it was just Green Day, but I was like, damn, I actually like Blink 182 more, but I do really like Green Day, so I'm just gonna have them be a tie.
How I feel about Blink 182 and Green Day is that I know a lot more Green Day songs.
Really?
But for Blink 182, there's just a few songs that I love more than any Green Day song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like all the small things, bro. That's probably
that.
If I had to make an all-time Isaac's Life song list, that's in the top 20.
That's in the top 5 for me because like that was actually like a pivotal song for my childhood.
Oh,
and,
dude,
me growing up.
Wasn't that like in a Scooby-Doo movie?
No, it was in Charlie's Angels.
Okay. I don't know why, but yeah, All the Small Things was definitely a childhood corner. Such a good song. Such a good song. But yeah. What are you doing? Jordan, what are you doing? Charlie's Angels.
This one.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
I've never seen Charlie's Angels.
What?
No. Is that a show or a movie?
That's a movie. It was initially a show back in like the 70s. My mother is named after one of the original actresses in the TV series.
I've seen so many references
Charlie's
about
Angels.
any trio of women group, you know.
Oh yeah.
But like, yeah, I've never seen Charlie's Angels. Aren't they supposed to be like helping out this one guy because like he's facing some legal issues or something?
You know what? I don't know.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, that's a good number 4, even though you're technically making a top 10 list. That's fine.
Well, I think that's the last of the ties.
Okay. Red Hot Chili Peppers come in at number 4 for me. See, this is actually almost the reason why we're doing this as an episode, is because it actually hit me a couple months ago that I'm like, you know, I like the Red Hot Chili Peppers a lot more than I just passively think. Every single time Red Hot Chili Peppers just is on somewhere in my life, it's a banger. I love Californication. I love Can't Stop. I love probably like a million other songs that have played around me. And that's why they're sitting at number 4, is because I can't name a lot of their songs. But every single time they're playing, it is fire. It is red hot, Jordan. It's red hot.
Chili's are great. The chilies are great. Don't get me wrong. They're not on my top 5.
That's fine. That's fine. I just really feel like, personally, I think their music is great. And Jordan, this is actually a weird coinkydink that happened a few months ago. So WWE 2K23 came out in March. I want to say March. Before it got released, I was thinking, like, I think any wrestling fan is like, ooh, if I was a pro wrestler, what would my entrance music be? And I'm thinking about it, and I'm like trying to have Spotify help me to think about it, because it's super important stuff to think about what music you would play to never be a pro wrestler anyways, but it's whatever. And Red Hot Chili Peppers' Can't Stop came on, and I'm like, that would definitely be like, I don't know if it's entrance music style enough, but Can't Stop is so good. So good. If you don't know about the Red Hot Chili Peppers for some reason, check out Can't Stop and Californication. But I'm like, yeah, that would be my entrance music. A week later, the game comes out. It's one of the 12 songs in the freaking game playlist.
Yeah.
Dude, it made me almost cry. It made me emotional. I was like, what the hell?
But?
What?
But
what?
It was in the game playlist, but you couldn't actually select it as an entrance music in the game.
Yeah. So for
Fucking
like the
dumbass.
last 2 games, for like the last 2 or 3 games, every song that has been in the WWE 2K playlist has been an option to set as your own personal custom entrance music. I guess something happened with royalties or something, but you cannot select the freaking playlist songs anymore in 2K23, which kind of broke my heart. But in spirit, it's my theme music. It's my theme music. Moving on, Jordan, number 3.
Burger King Foot Light. Sorry.
Okay, number 3.
Weirdo.
Weirdo.
I have to think of my list.
See,
again.
he doesn't write things down. He doesn't write anything down. I tell him to make a list. He does not do it.
Yeah.
He hasn't done it for our movie episode, our 10-car garage episode, probably a few other episodes that had us write down top 5s.
I did it for the garage episode.
He did it for the garage episode during the garage episode.
No, I did it for the garage episode because I already had a pre-existing 10-car garage list.
Oh, he still didn't write for it. Maybe the 20-item honorable mention list in that episode, but yeah. Go ahead, Jordan. What's number 3?
I saw this thing. I lied to you. It's another tie, but this one actually is the last time. Like, actually.
Okay.
So, Queen and Skillet.
Queen and Skillet, 2 very different bands.
Yeah.
Very different bands.
Skillet was actually initially just on the list, but then you said Queen. I was like, that is my favorite, like, classic rock band. So, like, I mean,
really?
yeah,
So
yeah.
My Fleetwood Mac is your Queen.
Yeah.
Nice.
Queen, I don't even need to tell you songs from them. Just go and listen to any
Queen
of them.
is
just
any
of them. Any of them.
Queen is great.
Skillet, Awaken Alive, Comatose. Comatose is a fucking
Comatose. I love how you just
what
you.
I said Comatose.
You pitch a Christian rock band song as a fucking banger. Okay, cool. Go on.
That's it. I mean, I was done. So like,
Okay. Honestly, if I had to get like uber specific with what we were doing tonight and say like top 5 classic bands, Queen would definitely be like number 2 for me.
I will do my honorable mention right now.
Maybe Motley Crue.
Motley Crue's pretty great. Motley Crue and Rush. But why did I just brain fart on the name? I literally was.
Yeah, what were you even going to talk about?
Hang on.
Jordan, say something funny.
Your mother.
She,
Godsmack. I've started getting really into Godsmack. They've been playing. They came out with a new album. They've released a few new songs, and then Laser's been playing them, and they've been really good.
Laser's been playing them. Sorry, I just didn't feel like you said that clearly enough. Stop touching me. Bro, what are you touching me like that for? That is oh my gosh, did we get that on recording? That's like, you're getting filed.
Good.
Stop it.
Anyways,
This is why we are across the table from each other. Oh my gosh.
Surrender. That's one of their new songs. And like, there's another song of theirs that came out not new-ish. It came out in 2019, but what the heck? Anyways, yes, Laser's been playing them. I've gotten really Bulletproof.
Laser's been playing them.
Laser's been playing them, and I've gotten really into them. I've liked them, but like I can't put them on my list yet because like I haven't really listened to a lot of their songs.
Yeah.
Remember that time I knuckle punched you and I licked my knuckles?
Yeah, that was a promo.
Yeah. You want me to do that again?
I'm not gonna knuckle punch you.
You don't have to.
Yeah. Sounds like molestation to me.
All right, move on to your fucking number 3.
My number 3 is Linkin Park.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you say, oh, really? Is
Honestly,
that
I
a
didn't
good,
expect,
oh,
I
really?
didn't expect that to be on your list at all.
You didn't expect Linkin Park to be on my list at all.
Yeah.
Jordan, it was almost number 2. Anyways, I think we're going to talk about how great Linkin Park is later.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to go into it.
Yeah, you can skip that one.
Yeah, Jordan, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is 3 Days Grace, actually.
You're a good boy.
Well, I mean, before the concert, I got really fucking into them. Like, really into them.
Yeah, as you should.
Yeah, it's valid. So, like, yeah, then there's...
If you want
so
to
many
know
other
why
songs
3 Days Grace is the greatest band of all time, go take a look at episode 2. Is it 2 or 3?
No, 3 is
It's
the...
episode 2.
3 is the
Yeah,
3 Idiots.
we talk about the concert a little bit in episode 2. And also, if you want to know more about the 3 Days Grace concert experience, I write about it on thescaldstone.com. Check it out in my live events section. But we'll probably talk about 3 Days Grace a little bit later when I talk about it.
When you get to your number 1.
What are you talking about?
Shut up.
They're number 8. They're not even on my list. Let's talk about my number 2, which is the Lumineers. Getting a little bit away from the rock genre. The Lumineers is an indie, folksy kinda, relaxing music. Take it softly when I say relaxing. They're not just like some sort of like hippie smoke weed while you listen to this band. Actually, they're almost the opposite of that.
No, that's just Fleetwood Mac.
That's Fleetwood Mac. Yeah. But Lumineers, to put it in the words of my girlfriend, she says that they are a great band to just put on during like road trips. If I had $1 for every time they named a song after a girl, I'd probably have about $15, not gonna lie. What are you doing?
Belt's too tight. It's hurting me.
Okay. You know, I could get used to this lighting, bro. Look how white my teeth look. Look how white your teeth look. Wow.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
Hey, Nana, do you like my smile on this one? But anyways, yeah, the Lumineers. I discovered the Lumineers through my father. He, when I was in middle school, he would drive overnight truck for CarQuest, this company called CarQuest. And he would just travel through very far parts in Iowa, like Davenport, and then he would hit like East Moline in Illinois, and then it would take up all night. And he invited his son a few times on that trip. Every single time, his son said, "Heck yes," because being allowed to be out at all hours of the night driving, it's fun. And we just listened to the radio. But my dad had this CD. It was the Lumineers' self-named album. Their album, Lumineers. And honestly, at this point in my life, every single song in that album is a personal classic to me. Please check out The Lumineers by The Lumineers.
Self-titled.
That self-titled album. That entire album is crisp. It has that song that everybody knows from the Lumineers, which is Ho Hey, which is, I've been trying to do it right. I've been living a lonely life. But you get it, right? Everybody should know that song, probably. But yeah, it's really calming, really freeing. Some of you guys remember the mention of my alter ego, Dub Smoke. If you ask Dub Smoke, if Dub Smoke wrote this list, his freaking top 5 bands would be Lumineers, 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 and Rag and Bone Man. But even then, Rag and Bone Man's a solo artist, so I don't know what he's doing there. Maybe Greta Van Fleet. But yeah, Lumineers is an amazing band that isn't rock. If you're looking for a band that isn't rock and also isn't like a boy band or something like that,
Backstreet's back. All right.
The Lumineers is an amazing song to just throw on. They're for the family. They're for quite literally anybody. I recommend the Lumineers to literally anybody. Amazing group. Amazing group. Anyways, Jordan, what is your number one?
I don't really like the Lumineers.
That's not your number one, Jordan. That was rude, actually, and
I'm
unnecessary.
Sorry? I can't have an opinion about it?
We're talking about our favorites. You don't need to say... I haven't said squat about anything on your list, like, Arctic Monkeys are trash.
That's your opinion. I don't know. The Lumineers, something about them just doesn't resonate with me. Anyways, my number one is obviously Linkin Park. I've talked about the Meteora 20th anniversary thing. I've talked about the Hybrid Theory 20th anniversary thing. I've got a tattoo of them on my arm. Linkin Park is my life.
Literally, yeah. Jordan is probably the biggest Linkin Park fan in the Des Moines area. Not even joking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite perhapsably.
And I'm the biggest, this is my number one, 3 Days Grace fan in the Des Moines area. Look at this. Jordan and I, we used to do this thing every once in a while called band tattoos. And
tattoos.
We would just put our arms together.
We haven't done that in a very long time.
We have not done that in
like
a very long time.
It's been like a year since we've done that.
Probably. Oh, it's time to restart your PC, Jordan.
Wait an hour.
But, yeah. See, the great thing about 3 Days Grace and also Switchfoot, if we did make a Christian band list, Switchfoot is number one. It's over Skillet, and for good reason. My grandmother.
I don't like Switchfoot that great either. I'm actually like questioning that. What's so great about Switchfoot?
I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
This guy. 20 years ago.
20 years.
Maybe a little bit less than 20 years ago. I got an original Xbox from my grandma. And looking back, it was obviously a used Xbox that they got probably for cheap somewhere on like eBay or Craigslist, but it does not matter. It was a good Xbox. It was completely wiped of absolutely everything. It had 2 songs on it downloaded. One song was Meant to Live by Switchfoot, still a banger 20 years later, by the way. Go check it out. Meant to Live by Switchfoot, amazing song. And the other song was Just Like You by 3 Days Grace out of their 1X album. And then this is their 1X cover tattooed on my arm. Because 3 Days Grace doesn't exactly have a logo. Their logo is just 3 Days Grace and like gothic writing.
Or whatever their album cover is.
In the moment, yeah. So yeah, I got the 1X album cover tattooed on my body. It's kind of weird because...
Well, like lately, 3 Days Grace has been using that like sort of plus sign thing that they had for a while.
Yeah, with the arrows. Yeah.
Like they've been using that for a long time.
They have at this point. You know, this is why this setup sucks. I keep running my knee into the table that's holding my mic, and that's probably not sounding great. So I just do all that to, ruin everything. But my knee's not going to run into it anymore. Let's see. What was I talking about? But yeah, Meant to Live by Switchfoot and Just Like You by 3 Days Grace. They have very similar messages, which is you are greater than you think you are. And, 3 Days Grace goes the route of you can be whoever you want and not try to copy anybody else. And Switchfoot goes in the direction of you're greater than you are because God has so much in store for you. But combination of those messages is basically kind of what I've lived by ever since I learned the meaning of those songs. And I was so young when it happened. I was like 8 when I actually understood what those songs meant, and I just went with it ever since. And yeah, love 3 Days Grace. Love Switchfoot, by the way. Get out of here. Who do you think you are, bro? Get out of here. Sorry, my cat just tried to get on the computer, but yeah, 3 Days Grace. I recommend 1X. Their 1X album is still fire all these years later. I think that came out, in 2003? 2006? I think 2003? Yeah.
For sure 1X.
Yeah, I think it was, because Meant to Live is a 2003 song, and those were probably both new songs when the Xbox got... when I don't know, the previous owner downloaded them. But yeah.
2006, 1X. 2003 was 3 Days Grace, their self-titled album.
Oh, 2006 was 1X. Okay. So yeah. Is Just Like You in 1X, or is Just Like You in the self-titled album?
Just Like You is in self-titled.
Okay, so they're both 2003 songs.
Don't get me wrong, 1X is still like goated.
1X is goated.
Sauce. Transit of Venus is probably their weakest album.
You think so? There's still quite a few songs that I love out of Transit of Venus.
That, for me personally, that was one of their weakest.
Chalk
songs.
Outline is probably one of the best songs out of the Transit of Venus. The High Road is great.
That is the best song.
Anonymous is okay, yeah. Broken Glass is great too, and Unbreakable Heart is good as well. So you can at least really enjoy about half of that album.
I thought I had Chalk Outline on my playlist. Maybe not.
Chalk Outline is great. But yeah, there is song after song after song after song after song of 3 Days Grace. I don't know as many songs of 3 Days Grace as he does Linkin Park. But I'll tell you what, there is a grand number of 3 Days Grace songs that I will just know and freaking jam out to down the road. There's probably like 5 hours worth of 3 Days Grace songs that could probably play in a row. And I'm fine with it. You know.
See,
Because about 30 songs is like an hour. So yeah.
I mean, I'd say 30 songs is about an hour and 15, but yeah.
Yeah.
The weakest album from Linkin Park actually just happens to be my favorite album. It's called Hunting Party.
I've never even heard of that album.
Exactly. It's my favorite. It's because it's got a lot of really good art. My favorite song of theirs is actually not even on that album, but like my favorite instrumental song is Tinfoil. It's Tinfoil was on different one. I don't even remember it.
Not a real fan.
Hey man,
he doesn't try hard enough.
It's
because he doesn't write down lists. Don't touch me. We talked about this.
That's why I did it again. Anyways, a lot of those songs are actually really good. It was supposed to be kind of more of a return to more rock heavy sort of stuff, and it didn't really work out for them. So that's why they, with the following album, One More Light.
Ooh, One More Light is such a good song. It's not the happiest song.
Yeah.
But it's a good song. Especially after everything.
Yeah. But with One More Light, they went to more of the pop sort of not very guitar or rock heavy at all, actually. And a lot of people did not like that. A lot of people on the internet are mean. They really are.
They really are.
They said some pretty mean things, and that's what ultimately drove Chester to, kill himself. But,
Really?
Yeah. One More Light, the album, it received a lot of backlash and hate.
Really?
I remember when it came out, I was like, it's not my favorite, but it's still pretty good. And then, a couple months later.
Now it's the most meaningful album they've ever made.
Yeah. It quite literally is. It's very sad, very sad.
Yeah. In the gym, like, why is everything so heavy? Jordan, we've hit 53 minutes, and I know we've had this gentleman's agreement of taking our episodes to an hour 30. But why don't
I'm tired.
we
Let's go home.
Yeah, let's sit where it's natural. Let's start up the closer. Jordan, what is the question for our audience this week?
What is your favorite band? That's an easy one.
Easy. What's your favorite band? I knew that was going to be the question.
It almost
it's right
has
there.
to be. It
it's
has
right
to be.
there.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, easy one this week. What's your favorite band? List anchor stats. Ooh, let's take a look at our super sad anchor stats. Why don't we? It's now. Oh, by the way, announcement. For some reason, our episodes are not uploading on Apple Podcasts. Oh. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. But yeah, sorry for those who have not been able to listen on their favorite podcast app.
For how long?
Since episode 36.
Okay, that's 6 episodes.
I think it's due to the rebranding.
Okay.
The Spotify for podcasters. Like, it might not even be on Google Podcasts anymore.
You haven't looked?
I have not looked. Mainly because our main grind is Spotify and YouTube. But hey, we have hit 600 all-time plays. That's really cute. 7 plays per episode. That's a listener per day. That's good enough for me. An audience size of 11. It jumped back up a little bit. 80 plays in the last 30 days. You know what? That's something to celebrate. Okay? Because, we take a look every once in a while at the plays per episode and the audience size. And we're like, oh, what was me? At least I am sometimes. But 80 plays in the last freaking 30 days, and I myself have stopped being a listener because I don't have time to, since I have a new job, I don't exactly have, I can't listen and work at the same time. And we have 32 Spotify followers. I don't know if that's a new follower, but yeah. 7 plays on the Guardians review and the Star Wars review, episode 39. I've actually done a little bit of extra pushing on social media for people to watch that. So yeah, 7 plays on the Guardians review, and I have yet to make a promo for it. I'm getting really bad at that. You know what I need to start doing? I need to start dedicating a day in the week where I listen through the entire episode. I timestamp every segment of the episode. I promo the episode. I title the episode. Schedule the episode. Advertise the episode. What do you think? I'll do that on Sundays?
Sure, that's a you decision. So.
That is a me decision, huh? Maybe I'll do that after work on Fridays. I have to mail this guy's plates, by the way. He's texting me. I feel so bad for making him wait.
Yeah, every time I look at this, that gap for that beginning section for the past 365 days gets a little bit smaller.
Isn't that cute? We're kind of coming up on that.
Yeah.
We're not kind of coming up on that, but we're kind of coming up on that.
We definitely are coming up on that. We haven't gotten any new YouTube subscribers in the past 28 days.
Yeah, we typically get those when we do promos, and I just haven't. See, I need to really, crunch things since I don't get a moment to actually, listen to the podcast. Because, outside of work, I don't really feel comfortable with sitting down and listening to I have to be doing something for me to be listening to the podcast, which is why I don't really push it so hard on people who don't really listen to podcasts unless they're at work.
I don't listen to podcasts at all, so
yeah. So
I haven't listened to our podcast since episode 3. So
I'm just saying, I'm not trying to force people to watch the podcast. But if you have a friend that loves listening to podcasts, if they're already in the groove of finding new content online and just listening to people's thoughts.
I saw Logan at Hy-Vee yesterday.
Ruggieri?
Yeah. And he showed me his phone. He was listening to the podcast just before he came into Hy-Vee.
Nice. What episode was he on?
39.
I need to make a promo. We need to jump on this one. I think I'm going to push this one for a couple weeks, actually. Guardians are really in, especially when we review Marvel movies. People watch it.
Oh, yeah.
People really, Marvel, thank you for making a fandom that's just unstoppable.
Thank you for giving us content.
Yeah, thank you for giving us content all around the year, every single year. It's great.
Meant it more like thank you for giving us content.
To use. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get it. But yeah. Let's see. Guys, so it might be foggy where we're available. But if we're available, listen, share.
We're at least always available on YouTube and Spotify. That's a guaranteed.
Yes, sir. Rate us 5 stars on YouTube. Give us a good review on Spotify. Wait, no. YouTube has the like and dislike system, doesn't they?
Yes.
Okay. Give us a like on YouTube. Give us a subscribe on YouTube. Share our YouTube. Share our Spotify. Okay, just do whatever you can to support the podcast. Okay? If you support the podcast enough, you don't have to listen every week anymore. Okay? You just leave that to the new fans that we got. Okay? Not to say that we'll throw you to the curb. We'll take you if you want us. But, since we're fan sensitive, we need you right now, baby girl. We need you, okay? Jordan, how badly do we need them?
We need you so bad that I need you to share us with your dog.
Share us with a person that will actually listen. Maybe your dog. But
dogs listen to podcasts too.
Yeah, if you have a really smart dog, get him to share it with his friends too. But yeah, other than that, please enjoy the podcast.
There's a cat that loves Markiplier videos.
And also, find us on social media. We have various handles across various social medias. So, in short, we would love you to join.
Find me on TikTok. It's not just Jordan.
Find me on TikTok, I_William Joseph.
Formerly, it's just Isaac.
Yeah. Stole my whole mother trucking flow.
Yeah, we were supposed to be like twinning, but then you fucking changed it.
Maybe I can change it back, okay? It's just Isaac. But anyways, if you want to find the podcast or Scaldstone Productions in general on social media, all of our handles are tied to the website, naturally, thescaldstone.com. So find us on thescaldstone.com, okay? Like us on Facebook, follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram. Maybe follow us on Twitter. We're not too active on there yet, but, support is support. So we'll thank you on that. Jordan, who or what? Shut up. Sorry, Jordan is distracting me, guys, and I cannot be a good podcast host right now. Jordan, who or what do we dedicate this podcast episode to?
Isaac, this podcast episode goes out to you.
Why?
Because I love you.
You been really mean to me today? And, sexually assaulting me today? So I'm very confused as to why it goes to me, but sure, I'll take it, gladly.
Because if there's anything that we can really connect and relate on, it's music.
There's so many other things that we got.
Yeah, but I feel like music is special.
Music is special. It's
Just the band tattoos.
With today's music, it's not very often that we like both of the, rock bands that we both love, Because, today's music is you're bleh! You're bleh!
Sound like the hedgehog.
What?
Sound like the hedgehog.
2 Chainz! And, what's another, call out before every single song? It's whatever. I don't listen to that stuff very much. But, go Kendrick, though. It's all good. This podcast episode, for me...
Kendrick's been trending lately. In the Destiny fandom.
Okay. This podcast episode goes out to this McDonald's hat that I got. It was almost fate that I get this McDonald's hat. And Jordan has been wondering how the hell I got this McDonald's hat. Because we were just at Walgreens, and then he realized what I was wearing. And it's this McDonald's Sprite Lemonade hat. It's the most random thing ever.
I think he, fucking mugged the McDonald's worker.
I saw this, and I immediately wanted it, because there is just something special about McDonald's Sprite. And I'm definitely not the only one in that thought. There's something special about that McDonald's Sprite. It's extra crunchy or something, but it's good. It's good. It's good Sprite.
It's the Sprite Lemonade.
I know it's the Sprite Lemonade, but I think McDonald's Sprite
Have
in
you
general.
had the lemonade yet?
No.
It's pretty good.
Yeah? Okay. I'm just really excited that I get something like this.
Flawless.
Okay, I feel like it tops Jordan's Pepsi hat, which he stole right from under me. So, yeah.
I paid for that, so.
He paid for it when I already grabbed it at the store, and he bought it.
He was like, "Hey, Jordan, look at this," and I was like, "I am buying that. Thank you."
Yeah,
and then I
He
did.
didn't have the thought process that maybe I said, "Look at this," because I liked it. But it's whatever. It's whatever.
Pepsi's always been my thing, man.
I don't even drink Pepsi. I'll take a Coke hat, but I'm really happy with this Sprite hat, McDonald's Sprite hat. If it was a normal Sprite hat, McDonald's Sprite hat though, yeah, we on it. So how I got this hat was flashback to a week ago, right?
Okay.
We are getting gift bags ready for this Momtastic celebration event with my radio station. Now we're filling up with these bags with Chick-fil-A cards, pens, other goodies and stuff like that, right? And some of them have these hats. They had about like 30 of these hats. I don't know how my radio station got these hats. Oh yeah, they have a relationship with McDonald's.
Really?
Yeah, they got connections at McDonald's. It's kind of cool. But yeah, they had these hats. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Can I have one? And Randallyn, our friend at the radio station, she's like, those are going to homeschool moms. So if you're a homeschool mom, you can have one. I was like, what day is it? Tuesday? When's it on? Friday? I was like, I got 3 days. I'll figure this out. And I did not figure it out. I could not get my gender swapped in 3 days. I could not adopt a child in 3 days. And I could not register myself as a homeschooler in 3 days. But, fast forward to, I don't know, yesterday or 2 days ago? 2 days ago. Doesn't matter. But, AJ, my other intern, she's getting rid of the leftovers from the Montastic event. That means like extra like orange leaf coupons and pens and popcorn and dumb stuff.
There was extra hat, wasn't there?
There was one hat left. I was like, oh my goodness, can I take it? She's like, I'm throwing these out. I'm like, yep.
That's mine now.
It's mine. And I've been wearing it the last 3 days, baby. And yeah, I just love it. I love it because it's unique.
I like that color. It's a
I
nice,
haven't
it's a
seen
nice
it
yellow.
anywhere else. So obviously it was just for the promotion, and it's probably with like other promotions that have a partnership with McDonald's. But yeah, Isaac loves this hat. This hat loves me. So this episode goes out to this hat. Isn't that so sad? The longest explanation for an episode dedication goes to my hat. I've dedicated episodes to family, and they get a shorter reason.
Because I love you.
Because I love you. But yeah, 1, 2, 3, amen.
Amen on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Amen.